You are live. Yay. I am live. Let me close my bedroom door here. And I'll be right back. Okay. There we go. So, you guys are seeing a lot of me as of late, huh? And the reason for that, I made kind of a little deal with myself that help, I guess, if I move my lampshade out of the camera's view here. I made a little deal with myself that I would do my best to I would do my best to do a video, preferably a live stream, every day for at least this week, since I have really no pressing plans or issues or anything preventing me. And since I've been away for a month in my soul-searching life of a recluse, I wanted to just get back on track. And hi, Alex. You don't want to vote? I don't like voting either, especially in political elections. This is not a political conversation, a political conversation live stream. However, this one is, let's see if I can adjust this a little bit better. Just to share some art. What I've always done in my life is used writing to express myself, because I have a difficult time using words to express my emotions. I still struggle with that. I'm working on it, doing much better these days than I ever have before, so I've come a long way. But I don't like expressing my emotions unless it's with my typical outburst, as in a reaction to something with attached emotions. Excuse me. So, I have been working on responding rather than reacting, especially with an attached emotion, because that is just going to go 0 to 100 real quick and pop off into some outburst. And I don't like being that person. So, self-control, discipline, and responding, not reacting. Responding, not reacting. And I have this cool little mantra that I'm saying with my affirmations or my mantras during meditation that I use to chant with. The mantras I have been using to clear old, unnecessary, stagnant energies that are maybe just hanging around, and release them, and in their place take in new beneficial healing energies. So what I repeat on my exhale, breathing out, is clear, cleanse, release. And then I take a breath in, allow, accept, receive. So it's allow, accept, receive, clear, cleanse, release. And that, with the breathing, helps me go into a state of meditation where if I'm just focusing on my breath in and out, and then those 3 words with each inhalation and exhalation, it makes it easier for me to quiet my mind. So this past month, I have stayed to myself, and I was like, okay, it's going to be me and God, and I am going to get things figured out and get some answers and do some healing and figure out what it is that's always the roadblock for me when I feel like I'm doing everything in my power, but getting nowhere or ending up right back where I started from. And that has been very, very, very frustrating. It's like one step forward, two steps back, and no progress. And I've made progress. Anyone clearly could see that. Just rewind to one of my videos in 2019 and then look at today. So night and day. So, I've been finding myself and doing a lot of healing. And since I've never been really much of a verbal, expressive person, I write. And whether that comes out as, diary, journal entries, or poetry, or lyrics, or just a rant and a vent that's, angry, or whether I write up a declaration or an invocation, spell casting, which are prayers, psalms, charms. Hi, Bee. Oh, no. It doesn't disappear. Wait, let me see if I can. Okay. Oh. Well, that's dumb, I guess. I just wanted that poll on there so I could see if everybody was enjoying the live streams, or if I should just go back to doing the regular recorded ones. I thought my channel, and for me, even just me myself, needed to shake it up a little bit and kind of change as far as where I've done so many pre-recorded videos and uploaded videos, but I would like to now do some more interacting in live streams. And this way, in the chat, we can converse. I've already voted and it's gone. Bravo, darling. B says just press the 3 dots. Anyways, so what I did today is I got out some of my recent writings, my works that I have done. What I started doing, though, for the first time ever in my life, was using instrumental beats or dubstep beats or piano or hip-hop, rap, trap beats, and having background music with the spoken word poetry, and it's sounding really cool so far. Most of the beats that I like to use would be like J. Cole style, Kendrick Lamar, King ISO, Tech Nine, even 90s like boom bap type of Beastie Boys, Cypress Hill, Rage Against the Machine type of. I love all that. KRS-One. So anyways, I'm just going to share some of my works, and then the multitasking effect with that is within the words clearly, vividly expresses what was going on within me, whether physically, personally, spiritually, at a soul level, individually, with my family, whatever. So these writings are all recent within the last month, and I committed myself to do one writing work a day. And I didn't put any pressure on myself as far as you have to write one complete poem every day or one song every day, or no, I said write without any, conditions on that. So whether I even started to write and only got a couple of verses in, if that's where it ended for the day, then I didn't beat myself up over it. And I just maintained that I would do a writing work every single day for a month. And I did. And so this week, I am committing to doing a live stream every day for a week. And my ulterior motive is eventually maybe I would like to either find another platform besides YouTube or something that I can multi-stream on and have it more set up like a Zoom type of meeting where we can actually talk to one another and interact instead of just typing in a chat room or me speaking and not being able to hear any of you guys. So eventually, once I graduate a little more, move up the ladder a little more. So I'm just going to get going and just start reading some of my works. I'm probably not going to pay too much attention to the chat. So welcome to anyone who comes in. And I would love, when I figure out the Zoom type of call-in show, or maybe even that would be an option, some way for people to text or call or message while I'm doing a live stream, and then maybe sharing some of their art, or on camera, let's say if you paint or draw or something like that. Maybe I could set up like even once a week, do a live stream like the Artist's Corner or something, and we all come share our art. I think art is another form of medicine, just like music. And it's healing and therapeutic. And if not for writing and music, I'd probably be dead right now, because writing for me and music to express and process has been a lifesaver for me and the only way I have been able to express myself. So you and me both, Alex. Although mine are, hypothetical, virtual, invisible balls that I don't physically have, but I do, in a way. Because I know mine are a lot bigger than some dudes that I know, personally. We'll just leave it at that. My cojones. Alright, so I'm going to pick out, I think, some piano background beats, and then I'm just going to start reading and give you guys a little sneak peek, VIP, inside scoop as to how dark these places get. Woo! So, buckle up. And you might want to remain seated while I'm reading, just in case. Now, let's see. Hi, Katie. commercial. Come on, kitty. My kitty's gonna have to come up here and get in on the action. God forbid she feels like she's missing out on anything. Come on, kitty. Come on. This is Onyx. She's a purring one right now. She's a purring one. I gotta read my stuff, Onyx. Okay. Well, now she wants to lay on my notebook. So, let's begin, shall we? Thank you to anyone who comes into the live stream. My name is Jen, and I'm going to be sharing some of my writing and just sharing within those writings what I was going through or releasing or healing or working through. So, we'll start here. I just wrote this one on the 4th, and I just titled it Gen X, Generation X. We are the 70s born, 90s rejects. Haters call us slackers and degenerates. Misfit sheep, not like the rest. These days, not many of us left who aren't post-traumatic depressed or living life without stress. No substances left to ingest to ease the pain or suppress. The overflowing feelings that can't be expressed, like burning flames of unrest, kindled with injustices unaddressed. Fire building, fueling this discontent. 40-some years in the wilderness I have spent. Well, here in hell is what I really meant. I have no need to lie or misrepresent. The truth is so plainly evident. This world has an integrity impediment, rapidly causing we the people's descent. No fossil fuels found in this accelerant. Our intelligence now seems irrelevant. Wasting away, we've become negligent. Not anything left that's wholly irreverent. Current threat level, extinction event. Bought, sold, and stock market traded, we're spent. We're the benevolent malcontent ones, confederates in this corporation. Now witness the regeneration of our degenerate nation. Now God's elect nomination with eternal royal ordination. So there's one. And this is called Unrequited Love Letter. This is a love letter. It's my love letter to you, but I will never send it because this love is untrue. Never there, you can't be real. Do you even exist at all? The object of my desire, I feel, is he who caused me to fall. My soul longs to be whole, but it's severed in two, incomplete and out of control until I can be with you. Will our paths ever cross? In crossing, will we ever meet? Without you, I remain lost, like a rhythm without a beat. I live inside my fantasy, imagining us together. Some call it insanity, but I could dream of us forever. Although my love is unrequited, it's real and it's true. And even though it's only one-sided, it can never be subdued. True love is my destiny and fate. I'll search most ardently until united with my soulmate in eternal bliss and harmony. I'm a desperate romantic who's helplessly hopeful, lovesick and somewhat manic, yet harmoniously soulful. I will wait for you forever, but I promise not with patience, until we're finally together, exceeding all limitations. To my twin counterpart, find and come seek me. You, ruler of my heart, fulfill me completely. So that's that one. This one I started, I've had many years of dealing with addictions and using substances, numbing pain, escaping, trying to fill a substance that was lacking within me with another type of substance. Anyways, the last substance, well, two, that I'm having the most difficult time releasing completely are both stimulants. Nicotine. I have been a smoker for over 27 years and I would love to quit smoking, hence my vape, but and for my health, well-being, mental health, all that, anxiety, PTSD, attention, whatever disorder, I require both cannabis and a stimulant medication, like Ritalin or Adderall or something. Excuse me just a moment. Commercials, and they're really annoying. Okay. Yet, I cannot find a doctor that will do me the justice of prescribing me the medication that I need. So I have had a battle with using street drugs in replacement of the legal prescribed pharmaceuticals from a doctor. So years ago, I used to use ephedra, which was in diet pills, and it's speed. When I'd go to work and I'd, be go. So I always needed energy to keep up. And that's been the hardest for me to let go, especially running on fumes and running on empty over the last couple of years like I have. It has taken all that is within me some days to even take a shower or have the energy to cook for myself or get any kind of work done and feel productive and accomplished. And when I don't get things done, I feel like I've wasted time. And as a Capricorn ruled by Saturn, that's a no-no. That's like, it eats at me. Like I'm wasting time, I'm not accomplishing anything, and it's like a waste of space, you know? So, you know, I've done things over the course of all this time that I needed to maintain my sanity at times or to feel okay. And gradually less and less and less. And the more I healed, obviously, you know, more negative things were released, including substances or whatever. But I still do, I consume a lot as far as caffeine, nicotine in my tobacco, amphetamines I partake in occasionally, and I drink energy drinks. So I'm trying my hardest, but when I don't have those stimulants, I feel like a zombie. And I know I have so much energy being used within me in different ways that I'm just like physically run down. It's like a woman when she's pregnant. You know, you could be sitting on the couch with your feet up, propped up. You're still working double time, creating and forming a life and sustaining a life within your body. You know, just because we don't see someone sweating and running doesn't mean energy isn't still being consumed. And for me, a lot of that is mentally, emotionally, intellectually, and then spiritually. There's so much more that is always going on in the unseen than is going on here in boring world on Prison Planet. So, with that being said, anyone who is new to my channel that has any kind of judgmental opinion or feeling about what I just expressed, thank you kindly. Please keep it to yourself. Much love. I am my biggest critic, and I am harder on myself than anyone I've ever known in my entire life. And when I am ready and my health is cared for properly by the medical industry, I will continue to get better and better. But sometimes in life, you have to, as a tree, bend so you don't break when the real howling cyclonic winds come through and tornadoes. Okay, so this one does not have a title, and it's an unfinished work. What is the something missing in me? What is the substance missing in me that always leads to substance abusing? Addiction to the substances I'm using. The sober life I'm always refusing. All of this is so confusing, but it's my life that I'm losing if I keep on choosing the substances that I'm using. Unfinished. All right, this one, August 30th. I'm way out there, way out in the deep. While everyone else wades in the shallow end of the pool, I'm drowning, trying to keep my head above water. No one hears my cries. No one throws me a life raft. No one swims towards me. They're all too busy splashing, laughing, and having fun. No one ever invites me. I can hardly blame them. This cross I bear is getting too heavy, weighing me down now, sinking faster and faster. Other people always assume if they get too close to me that I'll lay some of this burden on them, or that my affliction is a contagious disease. So, at arm's length, out of sight, out of mind, is where I'm always kept. So, it's me they'll never find. Okay. This is called Me, Myself, and I, EYE, A Glimpse Within. And this was during the Lionsgate portal last month. Heavy heart makes heavy the hand. Words remain unwritten, unspoken also, too. True feelings held within, captivated by thoughts. Incessant fear traps them inside. Body against spirit, weakness and will, vying for placement. Emotions battle reason. Logic dissects skill. Warriors rise and fall, cycling greatness to small. Young become old. Time and fate quietly dance, persisting upon all, the measurement of chaos. Until all is balance, order then ensues, trickling down as raindrops, or as on petals the dew. Storm and cloud, or calming rays, the truth of nature always displays. Wrong, cruel versus right, kind. Faith within myself is only left to find. Wondering the wondrous workings of me, myself, and I. Knowing that I belong to the loving Most High. This is Confessions, Book 1. Somehow I got real low. I fell down this deep, dark hole. My whole life was out of control, and I was being mind controlled. I lost all self-control, and I was really far from home and really far from whole. So many places that I have roamed. Been so long since I had a home. Oh, pardon me, I'm Jen, but call me Metronome. Please make yourself at home. I'll share my story with this poem. Ever since I can remember, I thought every other kid, and grown up too, could talk to God and knew Him, just like I did. But it wasn't true, no, not the case, I'd soon find out. So into the world I then went out, stormy seas tossing me about, eventual high school dropout, parents kicking me out, passing out, friends hanging out, my demons lashing out, acting out, there's no way out, I'm asked out, I'm out. My kids I'm living without, so I'm looking for a way out, a real dead end. Dead inside and outside dying, nothing ever working out, but I never quit trying. All the suffering and so much crying, begging, pleading, borrowing, and more crying. Melancholy songs I'd sing, and more crying. Hoping for better things, and more crying. Not happening. Fuck, I'm dying. A fruitful harvest bounty. Success, achievement, victory. No, of course not me. The failure, disappointing. All lifelong, alone and lonely. No one is like me. So far the only. So far it's just me. So fucking lonely. So fucking over it. Suicidal tendencies. Contemplating suicide. Knife blade slicing. Fuck, I'm dying. Ambulance riding. And with this writing, I am describing a life I didn't like in hiding. So depriving and unexciting. That old life I'm rewriting. With the words I'm reciting. Imagining loved ones reuniting. Now I'm smiling and compiling more writing. And it's inspiring. And by rhyming, self I'm finding. With love undying, warrior fighting, me. And on to book 2. It has not been continued yet. All right, then. A rainy day spent reminiscing, thinking about back in the day and everyone that was missing ever since they went away. Whatever happened to the good old days? Time went by so fast. Can't believe I missed it all. Caught in a haze, I always thought it would last. Holding all my memories so tightly, afraid they'll disappear. Getting lost in the past is easy for me. It's the present that I fear. Ever since I dropped out of high school, I've been on my own. I was always good at playing the fool, so I spent most of my life alone. Fast food and retail jobs, hard work, no fun. Until I had my 3 boys, but only after the loss of my first son. Being robbed of my original choice, absent, abusive, narcissistic, in short, were the relationships I chose. Broken home and no family support. It was my fault, I suppose. I had no home, no food, no love, never any. Left my sons with their dad for a while. Thought it would be temporary. Not knowing this would be my toughest trial. Some years earlier, I started drinking heavily. A functioning alcoholic, I got hooked on pills after a work injury. Now a prescription opiate high. Nothing for me without my sons, my heart, grieving, hollow, and empty. Unsuccessful suicide, and still I wear the scars. For years, death was so tempting. Since then, I've done everything to put us back together. Gave up on my life, my dreams, and me. But give up on them? Not ever. Still, I was the mother absentee. My 40th birthday was a catalyst. Something happened inside. Regret and grief recalling everything I'd missed and every day that I cried. Homeless, lonely, lifeless, nothing. I began to pray. Started seeking and searching for something. My journey now underway. A work in progress, I've been finding myself, finally healed my traumas and wounds, reconciling with my sons and love overwhelmed, seed to sprout, blossom, and bloom. Okay. Am I the only one? The only one who can see what's to be, what's coming undone? Is it really just me? Take your seat and enjoy the show. We got clowns and freaks, holograms and clones. They are running things in this toilet bowl, flushing all of us and stealing souls. Why are we all doing nothing at all when it is us who take the fall? Well, now I shout my battle call. I'll take this front line standing tall. I don't want to stand alone. Been on my own for far too long. Sing that same old boring song. A solo act is all I've known. No, not in the military. But where is my company? My soul tribe, my family. That warrior brotherhood. If only it really could. 'Cause I think it really should. Damn, it would be really good on that front line if we all stood. A united front, don't fuck with us. We as one, victorious. Shoot first if you must. Big mistake, turn you to dust. We don't lose, we're bound by loyalty and trust. The mind and the heart, the mouth and the hands, wielding pens and speaking bullets, our word is where we stand. Word is truth and truth is bond. We slay deception till it's gone. Waited for this day for so long, I can't believe it's almost gone. This is called Disconnect. The disappearance of interference, the abortion of distortion, the disruption of corruption brings the end of destruction. Never get a moment's peace. People always bother me. Never any privacy. Can't you see it's killing me? I want to make new friends, but I want to stay alone. So many fake friends for so fucking long. I don't know where I'm going, but I know exactly where I've been. Hell is where I'm roaming, in the valley of shadows, death, and sin. Feels like no matter where I am or how hard I try, I must be cursed or I'm damned, 'cause nothing ever works out right. Always there for everybody else, never there for me. Insides withered in an empty shell, draining all my energy. It's the dawn of a new day, a new rock era. No longer will I stay beaten down in terror. Something happened to me recently, sort of like an epiphany. Felt a change inside of me or some kind of awakening. I think it's a new beginning. I'm swerving, timeline shifting. My sins being forgiven. New future I'm rebuilding. All the blanks getting filled in. Through the lies we're sifting. And I'm predicting the lanes we're switching. Expect a lot of snitching and a lot of bitching. 'Cause the old ways we're ditching. and will keep on resisting, even though some are submitting. But I'm here committing to be the contradiction and take my position. I'm here on a mission to stand in opposition to evil politicians, unethical physicians, the fatal prescriptions, abusing their positions with lies and omissions, filling all the prisons, charging the innocents, freeing the villains. Welcome to the circus. I'm the sideshow freak. The clowns have a purpose to control all the weak. See, everything is run by one umbrella corporation. It controls and it runs governments and nations, the media, the internet, and business organizations. Or you can call them companies, but really its real name is capital industry, monopolizing everything, buying and selling, borrowing, trading, owning, invading, tempting and baiting, all the while playing you and playing me, like pawns on a chessboard. But this isn't chess anymore. It's the game of war. They're always keeping score to keep you wanting more and to keep people poor. So they keep buying more and more and more and more. Welcome to the end. Meet the Babylon whore. I've been a rebel all of my life. Not asleep, never been one of the norm. For my sins I've paid the price. Won't bow down, I don't conform. When I went through my awakening, new things I was sensing, like ESP and telepathy, visions I was envisioning, new cells activating, DNA mutating, chakras rotating, vibration kept on raising, developing new training, all the while notating, gaslit and poor ratings. I still live without hating. I commit my soul to saving rather than to trading or reputation staining. I took what was remaining and new life I'm now gaining. I will never change. I've always stayed the same. Won't dishonor my name. Stay ahead of the game. Not one of the lames. Child of God ordained. From selling my soul I abstain. This to the devil's disdain. No, my soul he'll never gain. Keeps tempting me in vain. My soul he will not obtain. Evil agent campaigns in all his devilish evil ways, in his evil devilish game, to keep me feeling ashamed for the things my past contained. But since I've maintained, and in truth I remain, integrity I stand, I will not be damned. Stronger than ever I am. I was touched by God's hand. I bring truth to this land. Please do not misunderstand that this was not unplanned. It is all God's plan. It's all in his hands. Justice is commanded, proclaimed in all the land. No, I do not consent. I will not relent. I cannot accept evil evident. It doesn't make sense. The world is a mess, causing me stress. Nevertheless, I must confess. No, I must protest. And evil and the evil dispossess, the depression and regression and suppression and oppression. Here's my impression, my interpretation. It's deprivation of imagination and separation implementation that's causing confusion and miscommunication, isolation, discrimination, racial classification, all for compensation, soul modification and illumination, soul assimilation. It's depopulation under this administration of the American surveillance. Oops, I meant nation. No, there will be no salvation for this corrupt corporation. Only the migration of its civilization. For in dishonor and disdain remains its reputation. This begins the revolution and then restoration, a new foundation built with love and cooperation, a total transformation and rehabilitation. No misinformation or intimidation, inflation or standing ovations. In this demonic demonstration, alien occupation, subliminal persuasion, my declaration is liberation and innovation and stimulation, and the demonstration of appreciation. I need the activation of this generation whose observation and investigations show indication of obligation and degradation. Well, here's a revelation. A newfound, oh, my writing's all turned around. Hold on just a minute. Something. Thank you. This has been a truth publication. That's the best thing. That's what I was just reading off of. So, this is called Sojourner. There's never anyone to point me in the right direction. Where are all the good Samaritans? I contemplate, meditate, and then I pray again. Confess my sins and ask for forgiveness, and then I say amen. Lord, I've been patient, I've been kind. When will it be my time? I'm spent on my path, always 2 steps behind, looking for answers, but I never find them. Replaying past memories, stuck on rewind, feel like I'm going insane and I'll always be blind. Constantly search for answers inside of my mind. I gave up trying to exist in a world that could care less about me. Instead, I'm always focused on developing my spirituality. And though near impossible, tuning out the 3D. It takes a lot of focus and concentrating, doing the inner work and self-realizing, raising my vibration. Higher I'm rising. Up I go, and up is what I'm sizing. When it comes to living my life and thriving, no more suffering and barely surviving. Investing in myself, my stocks I'm buying. Only if they're tears of joy will I be crying. Because I never give up. I always keep trying. So I'm going to keep seeking, searching, and finding. Straight and narrow, even paths that are winding. On my journey of soul evolution is where you will find me. All my life, I asked the question, what's it all about? Then I spent my whole life trying to figure it all out. Like, who am I? What's my purpose? Why am I here? Not really knowing myself really filled me with fear. I grew up in the church, but it wasn't my decision. So I searched different churches and tried different religions, looking for answers to make sense of life and love. Then turn these questions into prayers and pray to God above. No longer will I allow other people to define me. Not now that the real me is what I am finding. I don't know what it feels like to have things go right. Always thinking that God created me out of spite. I knew I was cursed, wondering if I was damned. Life became the one thing that I couldn't stand. I've always felt that I was someone destined from birth who'd make an impact helping humans and helping the earth. Instead, became an introvert and socially awkward. No one cared or noticed, so I never said a word. The problem was that I took everyone's opinion to heart. I should have believed in myself from the very start. I've done a lot of healing on this journey so far, forgiving myself, honoring my battle scars. It's a lot of work, but I'm a work in progress. I see my future full of victory and success. Blessed. Here we go again, all up in my head. A hunger inside, appetite never fed. An urgency growing, and urgently needing. The truth is unfolding. I'm ravenously feeding, trying to quiet the beast within that lives inside my mind. Trying to find that quiet place, a place I'll never find. Adding insult to complication, I complicate the uncomplicated. Unsolved problems become thoughts, then replicate. And inside my brain, I stand in debate, while inside my mind, all the chaos created. For knowledge, facts, and evidence, this beast is never sated. Like a predator searching for prey, prowling, famished, always wanting more, the beast starts growling. Fast, better feed it some proof before it starts howling. Knowledge is power. And it's the liar's plot that we're fouling. Oh, yeah, this is a pretty tough one to read, but hey, hello, where did everybody go? Looked away for just a minute. Now I'm standing here alone. What happened? Where did you all go? Maybe it was me who left. I don't recall. I can't remember. I just don't know. I don't believe anything anymore. And I certainly can't trust anyone, not even myself. Guess that's why the Bible says, put your trust in God and not man. Because here in no man's land, on this planet, God forsaken and corrupted by man, this modern-day wasteland, the final 2 nails in Earth's coffin seem to be the previous age of industry and the modern age of technology, quickly turning technocracy, a former republic of democracy, at least here in this country, but no matter where globally, are totalitarian dictators, aka bullies, causing blindness and madness socially, so-called rulers on a power trip, officers and CEOs of the corporation corrupting and deceiving the whole nation. And it's really testing my patience. Mass oblivion, ignorance, surveillance, and pandemics. So much waste and lustful indulgence. Heavily it weighs on my conscience. I ask, how can I help stop all this nonsense? Because to me, it doesn't make any sense. In this age of decadence, we are victims of political offense. The powerful versus the powerless. Luxury homes and the homeless. Famous celebrities and war veterans. Rich snobs think they're better than the regular average human, not realizing that money's just an illusion, a greed-induced confusion. Talk is cheap, it's noise pollution. Silence is the golden solution, as is a proton to a neutron. That's as far as I got with that one. Is there anybody else out there who can see what I see, who knows what I know? Is there anyone at all? who also heard the trumpets call, warning us that the world is falling. Meanwhile, all the world leaders are stalling. So God chose me, poet now prophet and child prodigy, to speak prophecy because I'm a lifelong visionary. So I became a missionary. But this was no ordinary mission, and I didn't make the decision. I was chosen for this position, a sort of spiritual physician, guiding souls through perdition and healing every condition with faith and conviction. I share the predictions that I'm shown in my visions, the destruction and derision, the illusion and division, corruption and delusion, so much deception, so much confusion, so sick and tired of all the abuse. This is long past overdue, and as seen from my point of view, it's the end of the old world and creation of the new. Today I'm blessing me. Today I'm blessing me. Today I'm blessing me. Sometimes when I remember things way back when, back in the day, can't believe some shit I did, even shit that I would say. Can't believe I made it this far. Hate it here, but here I stay. A multi-level labyrinth, many devils in this game. I've reached my point of no return. Can only turn two ways. It either points in my direction or it ends this way. I'm tired of always running out of precious energy. All my life I cared for others before I cared for me. I'm running lower on fuel. I slow down, get gaslit. I speed up, waiting patiently. I found my golden ticket. Always trying to talk to God. I don't think he's listening. Pressurized and balancing. Maybe now he'll answer me. I feel a new energy in me. Something is changing within me. Reality is shifting. I can see it so clearly. My book of life now beginning with feelings of excitement. Life experienced and shining on a new assignment. Fallen again, I must rise up. The emptiness has drained my cup. It's gotta stop. All right, enough. Carrying my cross made me fucking tough. Jagged edges making me look old and rough. God bless my experience with all this stuff and every emotion that I ever something. Bless the memories that I suppressed and everything I never expressed, all the anxiety and all the stress. Please take this pain and make it less. My life is such an ugly mess. I have no peace. I cannot rest. Most of my life I did my best. A permanent heaviness upon my chest. No motivation, zeal, or zest to continue on my life quest. Honestly, I do confess, my life seems like a game of chess, getting played and being stressed. Or is this my final test? In suffering, I do protest. Myself I have assessed and discovered I transgressed. My soul was not at rest. My energy was compressed. I was always distressed, counting so many deep breaths. That's where that one left off. This has a little... All right, this is called Goat, I'm a Capricorn, GOAT. Rebellious by nature, grew up with the Gators, with badass behavior. I'm a lover, not a hater. My daddy was a sailor. Hard worker, he tried to make her. Not for me, though, hard labor. Rather write or be a painter. Placement south of the equator. I'm a Capricorn crusader. No one can really blame her. So many tried to break her. Most everyone betrayed her. But she only stood up straighter. Don't know anybody braver. With only shadows to embrace her and books to entertain her, even the demons obey her. Better not try to fucking play her. I'm a December Capricorn, day after Christ was born. Was a winter storm. I am blizzard born. 1976, 200 years since. Declared independence. There was a blizzard warning that December morning, the day after Christ was born. The world met this Capricorn. They should have known, being blizzard born, that this goat with horns would come with a warning. It was 1976, 200 years since our independence. Now we're dependent, full of consequences. I know I was meant to stand up against these evil effects and help reinvent our current present. I will not consent. I won't be silent. I'm not who you expect. I started to resent and began my ascent, but I chose to repent and change I underwent. It's no accident to earth I was sent. Yes, I did accept this current descent. My life dispossessed, just could not accept title of elect. I never expressed how truly distressed, bipolar depressed, lies I ingested, hormone disconnected, so full of unrest. Since then, decompressed, new life to invent, done with the torment, self I represent, 'cause God wants the best. Dead soul I prevent, hell and back I went, I will not relent, it's all relevant. Purpose evident, evil disconnect, futures I erect, would have never guessed I'd be so fucking blessed. Lifelong disappointment I see, eyes full of pity staring, fingers pointing judgment, merciless enemies glaring. Persecution and mockery follow me. Every dead-end path walked, in darkness walked alone, an endless labyrinth, confusion leading me blindly, no light to show the way, wandering in circles, pacing round and round, facing defeat, my knees hit the ground. I can never escape this eternal maze. My soul seems trapped forever, bound inside a cage. Will no one come to set me free? No one ever does. I cannot find my way out. It's too dark to see. I can hear the monsters, and I know they hear me. Shadows lurking, menacing whispers fill my ears. An invisible breeze passes by and sends shivers up my spine. They surround me, drawing closer. They always find me. Torment and torture, blame and shame. The sacrificial lamb brought to slaughter. First is murder, then the laughter. Illusions of pain, but suffering all the same. No beginning, no end in this eternal game. It's a new rock era, time to break it down. It's the end of the age of just laying around. The birth of a new world starts with drastic change, massive truth disclosure. Yes, these times are strange. Mass exposure of crime, even genocide. Psychopathic pedophiles will be doing time. Holly weird getting weirder. Actors living their roles. Superficial casted actors, strippers dancing on poles. The crooks and the criminals are one and the same, robbing all the money and only focused on fame. This world needs an overhaul to balance the scales, to right the wrongs and free us all from jail. It's not only ethics, man, this shit's about morality. Sometimes what's best is to be anti-society. Back in the day, inside my childhood hell, I knew I was different, and everyone could tell. Interpreting their frequency at an age very early, reading energy in my family, intuition and accuracy, knowingly I did perceive most everything surrounding me, especially the dark energies and creatures and dark entities, plus energetic frequencies, always messing with me, teasing me and tormenting, taking from me everything. This was so very confusing. Ended up always losing, always running and eluding. Poor choices I kept choosing, substances I kept abusing, abusive partners I kept choosing, more and more I kept losing. Ultimately, with nothing, my sons separated from me, no more purpose, just empty, screaming what happened to me, where's all my sanity, with suicidal tendencies, begging God to rescue me from all this pain and agony. What is the point of all this suffering? What life lesson will it bring? Will it lead me to my life calling? Or astray is it leading me? I'm so blind, why can't I see? Unhealed darkness inside me, keeping me from being free, by keeping me in captivity, until I claimed my sovereignty, gifted with beauty and ability. All men I've known could ever see, never looking inside at the real me, just wanting to penetrate sexually. They attracted themselves superficially, most just wanting the pussy. Me, more desperate than fussy, gave it to them for free. I was so naive and full of trust, promiscuous and full of lust. To get help, I knew I must, so ashamed and full of disgust, feeling like a dirty little slut, tempting death, my wrists I cut. A sickness deep down in my gut, regret, a can of worms that I can't shut. Could this finally be the turning of the tide, releasing everything I've ever kept inside? Or is it another joke on me? Am I forever doomed to be a shadow of the former me? Will I arise once again? Will I fall or ascend? Will I break or will I bend? Will this game ever end? I'm finally finding out who I truly am. I was never truly damned. The cultured pearl inside the clam, under pressure and full of grit, brutally honest, not full of shit. I am who I am, and that's enough. Experience taught me how to be tough. Throughout this life, I have excelled. Nonconformist, I have rebelled. Thirst for knowledge never quelled. Evil demons I have dispelled. I'm made up of truth and love. Angelic beings sent from above, heralding peace, just like a dove. Is there something wrong with me? I don't know what to believe. All my life I've been deceived. Is there something wrong with me? I just don't know what to believe. We all have been deceived. I'm so sick of this deceit. Speechless, I stare in disbelief. I'm so sick of this deceit. Can I please get a reprieve? I'm done with the bullshit. I won't take any more. What the fuck? Fuck that. No more. What the fuck is wrong with me? These assholes think they're scaring me. But I'm the one no longer deceived. Work in progress on that one. This is called Ode to the Corporation of America. Built upon blood and lies, bought and sold daily, the Corporation of America has become a cesspool of division and waste. The United States has become a modern Sodom and Gomorrah, latter-day Babylon, so filthy rich and decadent, eating its own spoil, devouring and bloating as it blindly swallows each and all, growing fat and stagnant with each bit and bite. The horrid stench of itself abhors all others nearby, in a flatulent, infectious, pruritic disease of which none can escape. Parasitic and pathological, it metastasizes and conquers, overtaking each hesitant host. Predatory, it preys, prowling and growling, in relentless, insatiable thirst, seeking the flesh in which its lethal jaws puncture in bloodthirst and primal slaughter, gorged by gluttonous compulsion, victor over victim. The lesser saw not his enemy plot nor plunder nor attack, for the oppressor turned destroyer always keeps hidden far behind and back. I guess I'll just read a couple more and then, because it's over an hour, so I just wanted to share some of my art today, and that was the whole goal of that. So, just do a couple more, and then I welcome all the feedback and constructive criticism and critique. Okay. Immobilized by fear. No, not again. No more. I will not be afraid. I will stand my ground. I will live my truth. Of none shall I trust. I rely on my faith. No one believes in me. I can't blame them. I've never shown my true self or who I truly am. I don't even think I know. Made up of labels and stereotypes and judgments. Their opinions of me, not how I truly am, just what they think they see. I'm not who they want me to be, so I keep faking, pretending everything's okay, getting through another day. I ask for a miracle when I pray. To this life I say, I don't want to live you anymore. I don't want to be me anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. doing it, living it, being it alone. I dream more when I'm awake, but I don't sleep at night. I try to remember my dreams, only a pitch black sight. I can never express myself to anyone outside of me. There's never anyone, only I, so why do I try? I lie awake and I cry, always wondering why do I have to be I? For every kindness bestowed, I reaped cruelty instead. What can I do to shut off these voices in my head, pulling me towards the past where they want me to live, or worrying about the future? Something's got to give. I try to be righteous, I try to be pure, but temptation's calling. I can't be sure if I'm wrong or if I'm right, if I'm dark or the light, if I'm day or the night. I'll never give up the fight. I will find my self-sight. I want to know the inner me, who it is I'll truly be, by remembering my past history. This is what will set me free, to know myself and my desires, to awaken to all that inspires, to become what my soul aspires. This is my dream, to be the best me and live my best life fully, with love, achievement, and victory. In my future, this is what I see. Knowing myself means knowing my power, unwrapping my gift, and watch it grow like a flower, getting stronger by the hour. Confidence will reign, and the blessings will shower upon me and my life, so I may share it with all. Health, wealth, and happiness on us doth it fall. Okay. In deepest, darkest, bluest sea, a tempest rages inside me, lifelong waiting patiently to break these chains to be set free. I'm done with all this misery. I'm not who I once used to be. I found myself, my inner chi. My life force has new energy. Something changed, I must agree. Now blossoming so beautifully, awakening inside of me. Now I'm the one I'm meant to be. Experienced maturity, emotional security, with courage and with bravery. I share my story truthfully. I battle darkness faithfully. This child of God will not concede. The captives will find liberty. I shine the light inside of me with magical ability to keep that light bright in the lead, traveling at hyperspeed, heartbeat racing rapidly, future full of victory. Happiness is what I see. Togetherness and unity in life and death eternally. I've finally found the real me, not forsaken by my family, still a branch on that old tree, which gave me the new shiny key, unlocking self-knowledge about me, preparing and refining me with advanced functionality, new skills, gifts, and abilities. Head held high, now confidently, I command my presence powerfully, extending peace to all I see. I take my place now rightfully in leadership and dignity. I'm terrified of the future, but the present brings me pain. Memories of the past always find me. I feel like I'm going insane. I try to find my place in this world. I try to find a way. I don't fit in with anybody, no friends with whom to play. Ulterior motives or secret desires. No one can ever just be real. All superficial acquaintances. Their depth I cannot feel. Why is this life so full of despair, of longing and regret? Am I destined to walk this world alone? A real partner I still have not met. Breakdown imminent, the people's intent, all the money spent, ocean's resurgence, osmosis reverses, reversal of curses, caravans and hearses, purity diluted, free speech muted, truths now disputed, evil plans convoluted, minorities excluded. Energetic frequencies, epidemic disease, the poles unfreeze, all trying to please, down on bended knees, dying butterflies and bees. The truth will prevail, warring enemies assail, all leaders have failed, consciousness impaled, away freedom sailed, no more female male, the weak are now for sale. This is called No More Amen. Land of the fee and home of the slave, killing you and killing me, all cowards, none brave. Bombs bursting everywhere, spraying lines in our skies. Evil doctors, no health care. Corruption is on the rise. Propaganda deceives, blurring all the lies. The unworthy receives, while the poor man cries. Plandemic agendas, captivated by fear, none to defend us. The end is truly near. Controlling the masses, stifling communication. Everyone in masks is a now divided nation. Okay. Then I wrote a song. It's a rock song though, like a metal song, similar in sound to Slipknot, and it's called Soul Cry. What is this longing from the depths of my soul? Why all this wanting I can never control? Always seeking, always asking, always begging, always crying, always looking, never finding. Splintered soul, cracks in my heart, shattered mind, thoughts so unkind. God, I'm so blind, alone in the nighttime. Forever searching for that once in a lifetime, the love that I'll never find. Always praying, always hoping, always sighing, always choking, always wishing, always something, never finding. The other half of me can't go on alone. So there's like some screams in there. I took notes like what I want to be like bass and screams and okay. Crimes against humanity, Oh, the insanity. This is my plea for all slaves to be freed. We can't go on like this, or it's our lives we will miss. We're all caught in the net, so I'm placing my bet on me, myself, and I. Out of this mess I will fly. I need a reprieve from this soul-straining sieve. The thought of another kid suffering the way we did invokes rage inside of me. I want to lash out wrathfully. What do I have but that which I know? All these seeds that I've planted, I wish they would grow, rooted and grounded in heartfelt thought matters. The changing winds blow, and I watch as they scatter. This is called Classes of the Masses. Everyone's so entitled to living in luxury. I will be silent no more until everyone is free. We're locked inside complacency in this prison of despair, wasting away in vanity, this world so cruel and unfair. Indiscretion now perverted, psychopathic ruling class. The masses wander blindly, running from the past. When will these people awaken? Stomach sick? This cannot be. Republican Democrats, corrupt aristocracies. The darkness and evil rise. Please tell me that they can feel. How long must this carry on? I no longer know who's real. Am I the only one left who stands in integrity? I will never win or quit. No, they will never change me. Burn it all away. None of us can stay. We did this to ourselves, creating our own hells. Let it all be done with the setting of the sun, saying goodbye to all we've known, time to reap the seeds we've sown. The shaking of the turbulent ground, loosing the chains that have held us bound, flying away into the sky, so many unspoken goodbyes. Time no longer counting clocks, now a wasteland of sand and rocks, beaten and battered to the core, the sound of laughter heard no more. Forged in fire and purified, turning over this new tide. From dust and ashes we arise into our infinite eternal prize. So, I guess that's about it. I got a song I wrote, which my voice I have not warmed up today. I have been practicing my singing, and that's another reason I want to quit smoking. Is to help heal my voice box, throat, and my voice to sound better. But anyways, here's a little something something. Oh baby, I can't sleep. I need you next to me. Tell me, oh can't you see that we were meant to be? No, baby, I can't sleep. So that's the chorus. I've been dreaming about you when I'm awake. I can't stop thinking about you. My heart would break. If you ever went away, Please don't forsake me, 'cause that would break me. Every day praying, and we'll fly away, head up in the clouds. I will forever stay. I need you now. Oh, baby, I can't sleep. I need you next to me. Tell me, oh, can't you see that we were meant to be? No, baby, I can't sleep. I've been waiting for so long. Why can't it be? Don't care if it is right or wrong. It's you and me. Everyone will finally see that we were meant to be for all eternity. This is our destiny. And we'll fly away, head up in the clouds. I will forever stay. I need you now. Oh, baby, I can't sleep. I need you next to me. Tell me, oh, can't you see that we were meant to be? No, baby, I can't sleep. A little something like that. Sorry about my voice. It's all dried. Had like coffee and soda this morning. So it's like frog in my throat. So I didn't belt it or anything. It'd be like, rah, rah, rah. Okay. Now, I guess that is about it. I love you guys very much. Thank you to B and Alex and anyone else who comes in or came in and allowed me to share some of my art. I will either see you guys later with something else or tomorrow with day number 3 of a live stream. Peace, everybody. Love you, love you, love you.